not official until Monday. That's when electors across the country will meet and cast their votes for president as part of the Electoral College. Fox 17's Julie DUNMIRE talked to the elector who's representing Grand Rapids about the big day and the historic day. Julie.
Yeah, Doug, it's coming up pretty soon. And what's going to happen is, when you vote for president, you don't actually, your physical vote doesn't go and count towards the president. You are voting for an elector to represent you on your behalf, on the behalf of the party that wins in your state, which in Michigan, Democratic nominees Biden and Harris. So the gentleman I met today tells me basically there's not a lot of wiggle room with what he can do, and he wants everyone to know that.
Hi, neighbors.
Blake Mazurek had to explain why the cameras were in his front yard.
I'm an elector to the Electoral College.
The neighbors walking by said they wished for a Trump win. Mazurek wished them better luck next time.
Maybe 4 years from now, there'll be somebody else.
And when they said it'll change much sooner than that.
Well, it won't happen because I'm going to go vote on the 14th.
Mazurek is one of 16 Democratic electors, a position he was appointed to by the Democratic Party earlier this year. Monday, all 16 will meet in Lansing, officially casting their votes for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. No questions asked.
There have been some folks who've reached out to try to convince me to change my vote. Those efforts, of course, are not going to work. It's illegal to change your vote in the state of Michigan as an elector, so we cannot be faithless electors, even if we wanted to be, which I don't.
Blake is just a regular guy. A dad and a teacher representing the voters of Michigan's 3rd Congressional District.
We don't live in ivory towers. We don't descend upon, our communities once every 4 years to cast this vote.
An honest man with honestly only one legal option, one that he plans to carry through, even though he wishes the system got an update.
Having a system that was created in 1787 in Philadelphia for a completely different country seems to be an outdated way of doing things.
Telling naysayers not to get their hopes up and to accept the will of the people.
It's time for this country to move on. It's time for folks who the election didn't sway their way to accept that the results are in, and we have a new president who will be sworn in on January 20. If that's not the person that you wanted to be in the presidency, then in 4 years, you have an opportunity to vote for another person. But this election essentially has been decided.
And now Mazurek says that this is an incredibly exciting opportunity for him because he's able to pass his knowledge as a now elector onto his 8th grade history classes. He teaches 8th grade U.S. history, has taught the Electoral College and the Constitution many times, but he says this firsthand experience and knowledge is priceless. Reporting live, Julie DUNMIRE, Fox 17 News.
Yeah, no matter how you shake it, Julie, it is an historic day. Thank you. Well, the West Michigan Whitecaps are getting somewhat of a